Hey guys, it's Lexi. I'm going to show you 3 ways to make a messy bun. This was really highly requested. Why am I doing this? What you're going to need is rubber bands. You should have at least one of your hair color. You need bobby pins, and a hairbrush is optional. So, the first way I'm going to show you is kind of like a fake sock bun look, because I have really thick hair and sock buns literally look like this big on my head. I'm not even joking. What we want to do is flip your head upside down and put it into a high ponytail. If you have really thick hair like me, you know that messy buns like to fall out and they don't really stay on your head because the weight of them is just like ridiculous. What you want to do, first put a high ponytail on top of your head, kind of like you're I don't know, like an 80s girl. Alright, so let's do it. So you want to start off kind of like this, and don't worry if it's not perfect. Also, this look would work if you're if you need a bun for ballet. All you want to do is make sure it's nice and tight on the top of your head instead of loose and messy like this. Another trick is to make sure your hair's not freshly washed. Like mine, I washed it last night. I straightened it today. Well, it's after school, so let's see how this works. Make sure that the hairband is either loose enough or tight enough that you could secure your ponytail nicely so it's nice and tight on your head, because you don't want this part to be loose at all. Put it up and then kind of stretch it out, and that's what it should look like. This is really, really ridiculous. And what I do after this is I take my hair and I twist it. You just twist it until it's kind of tight like that. And I take my finger, and depending if you want it more back here or more up here, you place it on here and then wrap around your finger. Take your finger, wrap it around. So it's kind of like that. Take your other hand with the hair tie and push this down and kind of secure everything. You're going to be wrapping a rubber band around this. Alright, so what you want to do after this is kind of pull it out. Not pull it out to the point where it's falling out, but loosen it up a bit. That's kind of like a donut shape on top. That's what you want it to look like. So just pull it until it's loose, and then you go in with your bobby pins. You're going to need about 2 or 3, but since it's kind of sitting up high on my head, I'm going to do maybe 4. So you just take random spots and just kind of secure them so it lays flat on your head and you don't see any rubber bands right here. Alright, so after you did that, what I like to do is mess it up. You can tell it's not perfect right now. There's lumps in the back, and that's fine because I honestly don't like buns that are flat against my head. What I usually start by doing is just pull out little hairs on the side of your face to frame your face. And if you have layers, it's usually easier because they won't be so long. My trick is pull the baby hairs right by your ear, on this side, and then I kind of work my way up my hairline. I don't go out here. And if you find that you have pieces that are kind of curving, I usually just go back. I have a mini straightener, so that's what I use for that. Or you can use a regular size straightener, doesn't matter. I literally use my fingers like tweezers. You can do this with a chopstick and just pull it through and then just wiggle it out. But you'll see what I'm doing. I try to pinch as small as I can, get little tiny hairs, and I just pull out to loosen it up. I usually going around my whole head, or at least this half of my head. So just keep pulling until you like the way it looks. I like mine to be pretty loose. Then after this, I usually take my bun and kind of like wiggle it back and forth. And after that, I like to go on the top and kind of pull out pieces. If you pull out like a huge chunk of a long piece, just wrap it around your bun and then bobby pin it in and you won't even tell. Usually the messing up part takes the longest, unless you're like really sloppy about it. Just kind of massage your head while you're at it. So that's basically bun number 1. And that's like a fake sock bun, messy sock bun look. So that's it, look number 1. And this is like good for any type of hair. Like even if you have thinner hair, this should work too. Just keep pulling it out till it like looks bigger. And you can tease this part up here if you want to before you do it so that you get more volume. I'm gonna keep playing with it, so let's go on to bun number 2. I just took out my hair. This one, I'm only going to use one hair tie. This literally takes me 30 seconds. Put your hair up into a high ponytail. I don't recommend brushing your hair out before any of these because that will like take away from the messiness. And then what you want to do is take your hair, wrap it, and just bring it around. Kind of like how I did the first one, but without the ponytail. And I just kind of grab everything. I've just wrapped it once. This time you're going to take it and just wrap it like in the middle. So like it's in the middle right here. I don't know if you can tell. Like that. This one you really like to have bobby pins. So you just basically take random things and just pin them everywhere. So you still want to keep this like ball shape, but you just kind of pin it down so it looks more normal. And the same thing with the other one, just kind of mess it up. So that's bun number 2. We're gonna move on to the third type of bun that I can show you guys. For the last bun I'm gonna show you, so I just bring it up into a high ponytail. I don't put it on top of my head like the other buns. So that's like high ponytail. And then what I do is I just like kind of fold it. I'll just like ponytail it like this, like halfway ponytail, like half your hair. See how it's like sticking out? I just kind of like wrap that piece around and then just grab and go. So that's basically like the bun I do when I wash my face. I usually just wrap it once. I don't even care. I don't like ponytails because it gets in my face when I wash it. So I'll just like leave it like this. It doesn't even matter. I usually don't even tuck that other piece in.